leaning more towards the implants. And I said, well, just like everyone's video and everyone says on Facebook and everything I've read, they say, do your homework, do your research. And it's so true. I don't think any one of us who is experiencing these symptoms can even stress that enough, because as I'm going through this, that's all I'm doing. And yes, I do look up stuff on the internet, and I don't think there's a problem with that. I think you can find good information if you know how to weed through a lot of the garbage, because there is some garbage out there, but there's a lot of truth too. And I think that's one thing the medical community, any kind of community, can learn from people that are broadcasting, their lives, that are broadcasting what has happened to them. And I just find it odd that there are so many of us, and each one of us say the same thing too about the doctors not wanting to admit that this could be a possibility. So now here we all are. We could, we're all being misdiagnosed. So that's a disservice in itself, being in the medical community and being a doctor, nurse practitioner, and kind of having a blind eye to symptoms that are not clearly documented yet, that these symptoms could be possibly linked to breast implants, which I don't know, I just can't understand that. So anyways, let me move on. So we get through with that. She said, okay, 2 to 5 days, your doctor should call you and let you know your results. Okay, so I'm fine with that. So, since I am having this hysterectomy coming up, I am expecting calls from, people that are going to be working on me. So one is the urologist, and he calls me, I don't know, if hours after, I had this test, just to confirm our appointment on Monday, September 11th. We're going to do a bladder sling, and I'm just calling to let you know how this is going to go, and here's some options for you. And I've been so consumed with my hysterectomy and my breast implants that I really failed to research the bladder sling. So, that's bad on my part. But anyways, thank goodness he called me. So here were my two options that he said. So we're doing a bladder sling, and then he says, one is a mesh material. And immediately I thought to myself, okay, so this is going to be some kind of plastic something. And I said, what is that made out of? And he says, well, it's polypropylene. And I said, okay, I know I don't want that. Um, so, because, and I told him, let me explain why I don't want that. Because I said, I currently have breast implants and I'm getting them removed in November because I feel like the implants are making me sick. I have these symptoms. I've been, I didn't tell him this part, emergency room. I'm telling this for you guys. I've been to the emergency room, all these various doctor visits that I've been to, um, you know, but I did tell him, so I think they're making me sick, and I don't want to put, I don't, I don't want to put that in my body, the polypropylene, because then I'm not going to know, is it the polypropylene that's making me sick, or is it the breast implants? Because I'm still going to have something in my abdomen that's synthetic, plastic, basically, comprised of some chemical compound, and I'm not going to know which one is causing what symptoms or what's going on because it's too many stuff, too much stuff. So, with that being said, he was like, oh, okay, well, the other alternative is, and he said, like an animal, I don't know if he said intestine, but like skin and animal product. Let's just say animal product because I'm not correct as to what he was referring to. If he said intestine or skin, but it was an animal product. And immediately, I'm trying to do this vegan thing. I don't want an animal anything in my body. So I said, okay, with all this information, I'm going to decline doing this surgery because I was just trying to kill two birds with one stone. And if it's not really necessary, and now that I know that it's that type of material, and now that I know from all the research I've done on the breast implants, that is not going to be good for me, my health. And he did tell me that they do degrade. So obviously, if they degrade, where do you think those chemicals are going? They're going into your tissues. I'm probably super polluted right now, so I want to get all this out. It's 11 years. So, okay, so I said, I hope I didn't, ruin your scheduling, but yeah, I think I was saying kill two birds with one stone. Anyways, so I canceled that surgery, so that one's gone. So now I'm not participating in that. And he did say, yeah, that there are some women that do experience those types of things, but he still was adamant about saying, um, you know, breast implant illness. I still even tried, I was trying to get more information from him just in like the casual conversation. And I just felt he was really choosing his words wisely as to what he was saying to me, um, which is fine. I just find it odd because, as a doctor of medicine, I think if you know something and someone's participating in an experiment, that if you know some information that I might be privy to, I think I should know about it. So, um, anyways, that was my day yesterday, talking to these people and just finding information. And it is frustrating because people don't know what to tell you. And nobody really says, oh, do you have breast implants? And even try to make that link. I feel like it's not even, they don't even suggest that it's the implants. So I don't know. Um, anyways, let me just tell you another thing about the polypropylene. I just looked up a little bit on Wikipedia. Thermoplastic polymer, the second most widely produced synthetic plastic. So it is a plastic, it is foreign. Your body is still going to attack that thing just like it does the implants. Um, yeah, I don't think it's good. I need to get everything out of my body. I do feel like once everything is out, I am going to post about my recovery. If I feel 100% better, I'm going to tell you. If I feel like nothing has gone away, I'm going to tell you. So one thing while I'm kind of doing a detox from some of these other women that have been, on Facebook, these private groups, some of them see naturopathic doctors, and, some of the things that they have them drink to detox would be something like a dandelion tea. So I have this. I've been drinking this. I at least do a cup a day, and it's a cleansing tea. We'll see how it works. I don't think it can hurt me. It's natural. I'll still do more research on that. I'm going to do research on, all kinds of things that could help me detoxify. Yes, I'll look online and I'll see what other people are using. It may work for me, it may not work for me, but what do I have to lose? I mean, I'm not putting anything foreign in my body. It's, from a plant, a dandelion, so I don't think it can hurt me that bad. But, and it does taste good. I put a little bit of sugar and drink it. It doesn't taste bad, so I'm fine. I'll have a couple cups a day. And what else am I doing? I think that's it. So just to recap quickly, I'm coming up to my time. So talked to my general doctor. She was really arms crossed. Oh, there's no new light that can be shed. we go to medical conferences all the time, and we would know about this if there was a link or if something was happening. And I don't know, it frustrates me. The phlebotomist lady has heard of it. um, Urologist will, kind of come forward and say that he does believe some women do have some issues. Okay, I'll take that. As someone acknowledging that it is a possibility, that's great. Um, okay, my last thing I'll say quickly is they call you. So since my surgery is on Monday, they have to call me today because they won't be doing any calling on Saturday and Sunday. So they call me today to, make sure they know I'm checking into the hospital, that I do have an appointment on Monday. And then they ask you a few questions. One question she asked was, you know, something that would be on a health form, like, do you have heart palpitations? And I did say, yes, I do, I feel them. And I explained to her again why. It's like I'm telling everybody what's going on with me. And I said, I told the girl at the hospital that called me, I said, I think, I'm experiencing these symptoms and I think they're from the breast implants. And she says, oh, that's interesting. She goes, I want to research more into that because I love looking into things like that. And I said, well, you can just type in breast implant illness and find a lot of information on it. Some people say it exists, some people will deny it. So I don't know, it's up to you what you want to, what you want to believe or read or think that's true that someone's saying. I don't know, but this is my testimony to what I'm experiencing. And, I feel like I've been able to, ask my question in Utah, get an answer from someone in California, Florida, wherever, Costa Rica, Australia, you name it. Everyone from all over the world is on here talking about something. Maybe all of us have the breast implant illness in common. Maybe someone in this area, they all have some contrast dye issue from MRIs. I'm not sure, but we all have the opportunity now to contribute to education, via technology. So I'm here to participate, and these are just things going on with me, and I'm happy to share them with you. But I will go for now, and I'll post again Sunday night, which is the night before my hysterectomy. I'll have to drink this magnesium citrate that I have sitting on my shelf right here, waiting for me. And I can't have anything to eat or drink after midnight Sunday night. And then I go in for the hysterectomy at 10:45 a.m., September 11th. And, I'm going to take a device with me. I have my phone, but maybe I'll bring iPad with me and do some recording, because I would like, I liked when I was doing my research and I found these women, in their hospital beds explaining, their pain. Are the meds helping their pain? Basically they're sharing their life. They're sharing their surgery, what they feel like. I find it helpful. And then it also, helps you feel more comfortable because you know what to expect. And I trust these women because they are laid up in the bed. You see a lot of the same things going on. They have like these stockings that they give you to put on, and it's supposed to be some kind of compression thing. So, maybe that's something, that I won't feel weird about if I see that, because I've seen it before. I kind of am expecting something like that. I don't know, that they may not use compression stockings for me, but it's just interesting to find out all these things that, people can report from the hospital, the surgery room, or in their recovery room, just, bearing it all, telling the truth of how they feel. So I want to participate in that. So I'll try to do something about that Monday after it happens. We'll see how I feel, and we'll talk then. This is my vegan adventure.